So let's crack the code on Internet of Things. What does that mean?
It's a good question. So the field of IoT is not new by any means. It's been around for many years. Mostly in safety critical industries, right? Like jet engines, aviation, power plants, nuclear, assets. So this is where there is safety critical relevance in collecting data, analyzing data, making sure things stay up, making sure things don't go bad because it's usually safety critical. But in the same manner that data is collected in those fields, there comes what we call IIoT, which is the Industrial Internet of Things. And this is taking knowledge from those industries into manufacturing. So when you look at the factory floor, you're looking at assets that are running, you're looking at machines making parts, you're looking at data acquisition that is aggregating data from the factory floor. You're looking at manufacturing execution systems that are executing jobs and operations on the floor. And then you're looking at business systems, enterprise resource planning systems that are aggregating the data for, P&L, finance, inventory, warehousing. So industrial Internet of Things is really about four things. One is the return on investment and the business case of having an integrated operation. Second is the connectivity between those different layers. In many cases, they are siloed or fragmented, but we try to help companies create a strategy where they connect the factory floor with their top business floor. And third is the analytics that drive IoT, using AI, using machine learning, using metrics on the factory floor, like OEE, overall equipment effectiveness, for example. And then last but not least, once you have the technology on a small scale, how can you scale this technology to a multi-site operation with, multiple factories running, in 5 or 6 continents, right? So that's the field of IoT. It's really connectivity, analytics, and use of technology to drive an ROI and a business case across the operation.
Yeah, I mean, the ideas that you just shared are, so cutting edge, and yet, like you said, they've been around, especially in safety applications for an extended period of time. And I suppose if you had the crystal ball of the next big technological breakthrough, you would want to apply it in something with the highest rate of return, like safety, preventing death, right? Preventing airplanes from falling out of the sky. You'd want to make sure that you could make those automated or go on autopilot. That's such a pun in the example we're using here, but you could see where the cutting edge really comes together. So, and you mentioned like predictive analytics and, like machine learning. So piece these together, because it's all kind of part of the same big umbrella, but what are the pieces and how do they connect?
So we believe in assessing where the company is on their digital maturity scale. Not all companies are created equally, and they don't manage their operations in an equal way. So when we go into a company, we need to understand, where are you in your digital journey? And for companies with maybe a lower level of maturity, you will find that there is less connectivity, more silos, more fragmentation, maybe a lot of manual data collection that's happening on the factory floor, right? So that's maybe a lower level of maturity. But as you go up the scale, things are more connected. There are less silos. There is less manual and more paperless operation. And you will see that they now have started to collect data where they can track historically where they have been. But now the message becomes, how can I use that same data and track future behavior of my assets and future behavior of my operations? And this is where
predictive.
Exactly. All right. So we can start using that same data lake. We can start predicting future behavior of machines, future behavior of parts, Of course, the business case being, can I improve and sustain a high level of uptime, and can I reduce scrap on the factory floor? In other words, am I impacting my OEE and my P&L on the floor? So to summarize, maybe for those more digitally mature organizations, we help them evolve to that level where they can use mathematics and AI and machine learning to achieve further uptime and quality improvements.